Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. Let me guess, looking for Imogen? I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents. She's always been the master of avoiding desk. She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure, probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips. There are work skills and there are life skills. I can't help it if I have both. Well, that desk work is what keeps your cred stick full, and this company 2 steps ahead. So why are you looking for Imogen? Is she in trouble? What are you staring at? Aren't you the boring one? I have Imogen's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
It is impressive how thoroughly bureaucracy has infected every aspect of this.
Your guess is as good as mine, but she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job, and there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here. Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin Bayu and the Syndicate itself. Yeah, because bosses love it when you go around them. Have fun with that. Word of advice. If you're planning on foregoing authorization and just tiptoeing your way to Imogen, park your friend at the door. Two's a crowd if you're trying to lay low. Good luck finding Imogen. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
This intel could blow a hole.
Nice to catch you in the office. Hey there. Good to see you again. I wouldn't be here if I didn't, but that's a bit of a loaded question. When it comes to benefiting the lives of employees and customers, Ryujin's as good as it gets. It's the corporate games that I could do without. My parents raised me to believe in hard, honest work. Ryujin has more than its fair share of hard workers. It's the honesty that's questionable. I probably shouldn't get into the details. It's a sensitive topic, and I'd hate to muddy the waters since he just started. Oh, is that so? Maybe. Need to think about it. I'm glad you understand the... You're just annoying enough. Alright, fine. You'll learn all about this soon. Ryujin Industries has some deeply embedded ties to Edmund. One word from Bayu could get you hired, but his influence is far from honest. If I had it my way... Supply chain manager. I basically keep all our R&D requests are my favorites, but almost everything you see in Ryujin. Well, technically, everyone in operations is dedicated to supplying the other departments with whatever they need. You operatives, field agents, and technicians alike supply information or get results that our executives use every day to make things happen. I'm just on the more legit side of things. Or the boring side, as some might call it. Come by whenever. I'm always happy to chat.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
The gala at the New Atlantis Free Star Embassy. They know how to make a client feel welcome
You
up
must
here.
be in someone's good graces to be. Sure do. And I'm not interested in discussing it with... I'm happy to help.
The executive floor houses all of Ryujin's board. Head up the stairs to your left, then up another flight of stairs.
Her assistant, Maeve. Anything else I can...
Miss Chen's office is up the stairs to your left, then a quick walk down the hall. Her office is right across from CEO Imada's.
Anything else I can help you?
Take the stairs to your left, then take a right when you... His office is the first door.
Anything else I...
Her office is on the main. Miss Monahan will be...
Anything else I...
Ah, our CFO. Their office will be...
Anything else?
You'll find Miss Price on the main floor. Take the stairs to your left and continue straight. Her office is tucked...
Anything else?
Again, happy to help.
Enjoy your day. I hope you have a pleasant day.
Ryujin certainly spared no expense on their exec.
Ryujin CEO is no joke in the boardroom.
This deal could be huge. I wonder if any of these people are angling for the same contract deal I am.
I've got my eye on you.
No Imogene, I see. A good question. But with her abilities and connections, the possibilities are too many to speculate on right now. We need to find her first, and address that issue afterward. Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. Bayu owns the Sioka Syndicate. For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a violation of our business relationship. Good, because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be He may ask for credits, or even...
Well, that certainly settles the question.
It shouldn't be for anything unfamiliar. Bayu is a businessman. Any favor he may request wouldn't be far off from the assignments you've already completed here. If you think my job has been easy since... We've been working around the clock. Just be sure to bring her back here if she resists or tries to run. Matters like these are... The information we're dealing with is too sensitive. It wouldn't be long before the information...
Hasty is not the issue, I think. It is a question of severity, and killing her seems too much.
The risk of Imogene continuing to operate as a traitor is too high. If we don't dispose of her now, she could cause a great deal of harm to this company. She knows the consequences of betraying Ryujin, which makes her dangerous. If the situation does take a turn for the worst, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance. I see we have an up. Ah, yes. In the effort of making small talk, our operatives are quite... You're proving to be quite... We have that in common. I believe I've met my social quota for... Perhaps we'll chat.
I don't do idle chit-chat.
Don't cause any trouble.
I trust your make. I was elected seat. He was jeopardizing out. We caught hostile operatives with Ryujin tech. Saito was enraged. When the truth was refused, the compensation should have been enough. The Council of Governors is a group of political and corporate elite that oversee the Freestar Collective. They institute the laws and have the Freestar Rangers to enforce them. And, of course, Administrator Bayou. Just look at our position. We're based in Neon, a city and Neon is inside the Freestar Collective, controlled by the Council of Governors. I think the answer is obvious. In an ideal world, yes, it's a goal I look toward. But a move like that isn't something that happens overnight. Unraveling the complex relationship would be years of work. So until it's no longer beneficial, I'm content to take it slow.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
I hate waiting. It's just more time to doubt myself.
Get lost, I have a job.
Oh, the whole place smells of fish. You would think that would keep people away.
Hey there.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
I don't recall sending for anyone. It's been a very beneficial partnership. No. I can always make time when it comes to an old friend. So, what would be the reason? I may consider Ryujin an ally, but Dalton especially knows I don't give anything blindly. Believe me, he's going to hear about this. As far as I'm concerned, the Syndicate can tear you apart the moment you set foot in there. Now get out of my lounge before I have you escorted.
Website's changed. Maybe it's just me. You're bothering me. Then you should stop. It's one of my rules. Fact is, No. Yeah, I bet you. I work the warehouses. Yeah, keep it. Never play cards with a street rat. Don't love what you can't respect. That's all I got. Anything more would break the first rule. No. Not particularly. Later.
Can I help you? Need something? Until next time.
banks think they run this city, but I don't see people building statues.
I don't recall sending... It's been a very... No. So... Believe me, as far as I'm concerned, the city... Now get out of my lounge. Your superiors are going... Next time, don't bother me unless... I don't recall sending... It's been a very... No. So... As long as it doesn't... I'll tell you what. I'll make sure this... And what mutual... Of course. Yeah. Maybe we can work... All right. You talk a good game. And I suppose if we're looking at a mutually... Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word... Fair warning, the Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but... If any... I'll just say...
Out of my face. Want a gauntlet?
Sorry, kind of busy.
Hope you're a paying customer. Oh, you're the one getting stuck. I've got one rule for you in there. Third floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around. It ain't a Reddit. I'm more of an honorary member. They keep this business afloat, so find it. Don't worry. She wouldn't be allowed up there. For the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady. Just remember to keep...
I need a drink.
Have I mentioned that I am not fond of seafood?
I'm watching you. Back off.
You try anything, you're dead.
Back off.
I'm watching you.
No funny business.
You try anything.
I suppose we should assume they actually know how to use all of this, and it is not just for intimidation.
Back off.
No funny business.
Every smuggler I have ever worked with had a perverse affection for this place. I do not understand it.
I had a feeling you'd be the one to come up. Yes and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay? You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and connections that can help you see anything coming. Nix owed me a favor and gave me the heads up. Yeah? And I didn't look guilty before based on those files you got from Nix? Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally. I'm not the one with motive here. First, I'm not about to reboot my life. Second, I'm not spending the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for the next field op they'd send after me. Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off. Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions?
This is exactly what makes something like an internal neuroamp so dangerous.
Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with. Because she knows I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this. That's what makes it dangerous. No one would believe it. So, if Ryujin keeps this tech a secret, suddenly every deal, every legal matter, every little thing is going to go their way. Yes, it's what the technology does, and it explains why the evidence against me is so solid. Come to think of it, it also explains a few strange bouts of this. I know it doesn't look good, but Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind the This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver. NICS's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it. I can't do that. The moment I step in that building, Dalton will lock. You really are naive when it comes to corporate culture. Once I'm back at Ryujin, Ularu will be looking to tie up any loose ends. So I can stay here and deal with you, or I can go back and deal with her. Of course you do. Look, if you just bring this slate to Dalton, I'm sure he'll understand. But if I go with you, everything is ruined. It's your choice. Do you want the truth? Or do you just want to be a... I was hoping you would. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run. And I know you don't hear it much.
That this has become. Can we even trust that if we give the evidence to...
I'm watching you. Hold it right there. Yeah, right. You're not. The only way you get a private... We may have had a few dealings in the past. Now beat it. If I...
Sure, shaking down shop owners is all good, but I'm just waiting for them to try and resist.
What does CO mean anyway? I always forget to ask. Probably some sort of... Hey! Screw this! Incoming! Watch out!
At least.
Where have they gone?
You're not
You tried anything.
I'm watching you.
You try anything, you're dead. What are you looking at?
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with
Well,
Aurora.
look who's back. So tell me, what... If you think I'm paying for that information, think again. It's just a matter of time before it finds its way onto my desk. And I can be a very patient person. Inside the Syndicate? That Imogene knew exact... Oh my. Imogene pointing the finger at Ularu. That would be... Ularu will want her head. Those two have been a team ever since Imogene started. And saying they had us... For either one to betray what we all assumed they... Of course she did. Imogene knows better than to make an accusation. I can't wait. This situation is gonna... At least it sounds like Imogene has it under... If I were you, I'd leave it up to Dalton. If there's even a chance that Ularu is betraying the company, you'll never find out if she knows she's under investigation. A mole? No. Ularu's not about to work for another corporation. If she's betraying... Oh, I can guarantee that. The question now is... Because if she considered Emmett...
My career will be over if this deal falls. This could be the most important.
Company's future might be riding on this.
Is there something I can help you with? Excuse me? Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd... Did you really come here? It sounds like you're a... Now that sounds more like a proposition I could get behind. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself. With the amount of secrecy and security. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her time. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. It was never my intent to involve Imogene. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her. It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. Will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike? Of course not. You'd eliminate the threat before it had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized.
Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. So, now that you know, it's time to see how, with your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are... Well, it seems we're at an... Hello? The only way you stop me from carrying out my plans, you could try to get me fired. Face it. Go ahead. I guarantee any... I've created the perfect scapegoat in Imogene. It'd be your word against mine. We'll see about. This won't end well for you. I'm disappointed in you, Op. I never thought you'd take the weaker side.
Don't cause any trouble.
This is worth the effort.
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
Don't wander into any restricted area.
You're back. I suppose you suddenly have all the facts now. Is it?
If our word is not enough, that may convince you.
I find it hard to believe, Ular. But if this slate provides indisputable, it will be a relief to read. Now, I need to In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in... Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge of Project Dominion. I believe her plans rely heavily on you. Just take the elevator down to Research and Development. You'll find Dr. Kara's office to your left as you enter the floor. Vina's the head of our Research and Development team. She's the creator. Not that I enjoy it.
Got my eye on you.
I've been waiting here for ages.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
I
I need that Rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
Don't worry, we'll figure
I should really let Miss... That's right. I'm Dr. Vina. Do me a favor and watch your... And as much as I'd love to test...
Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current NeuroAmp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of 2 parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was an early... Big time. We'd be...
No one wants their greatest asset. Once Veena can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection.
Of course. Installing experimental technology into your very...
We expect our employees to consider this an opportunity, not a risk. Besides, you're in good hands with... You're a Ryujin employee. We've trusted you this far, so I feel it's safe to continue the trend. Good. That's all
And all I need is the last piece of the puzzle. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly
The last shipment we were supposed to... We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to keep the discovery quiet. We have several theories. Dealing with... It could be environmental... We are leaning... I think we all share that concern. Unfortunately, yes. Extensive tests and research, and setting up a station like this is second nature. That's what I like to hear. The station is called CM Station RC1. Unfortunately, we had to cut ties with... Otherwise, Camden managed all of our outside contracts. He set up the initial agreements with Consolidated Mining. I can't discuss the detail. Which is why you have my full... Be prepared for anything.
Hang around too long, and Veena will try to test some of her work on you. Not interested.
Be careful if you run into those.
find the interior of this ship comforting.
Solomon Co. would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Co. would have given me a good whooping. But I think he would have liked the man I grew into. Seals were good, air pressure good. They were docked.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
May I be of service? I hope we have what you need.
for all we care. What? So, you keep that pretty little mug of yours alone.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
And without life, there is the potential for beauty.
Hazard alert. Hazard alert. Hazard alert. Hazard alert.
I promise not to laugh if you need to jump up and down to stay warm. wonder whether the result of the analysis here was good news or bad.
Hazard alert. Hazard alert.
Not exactly the lap of luxury, is it?
impressed. I could not accomplish that.
Initiating sweep.
Out of here. Impressive investment in equipment. Someone certainly considered this worth the time and credits.
Hazard alert. Hazard alert.
Hello, Captain.
To be back in our own ship.
Greetings, Captain.
Was there something you need? Yes, of course.
If you're ever...
Please respect priority docking for emergency patients. The clinic welcomes all.
Docking integrity, 100%. Good to go, Captain.
Captain, hello. I am
This area's off limits. Yeah, I bet you do. Let me think about it. I'd like to think so. Absolutely not. Look, if you need help... Now get out of here! Great. You again. Authorized person. An outbreak? No. It's really that bad? Are you kidding me? Here's an access card.
I have never required treatment here, and I hope that I never do.
This again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't? Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. I don't need to tell you. I think you need to leave. You think I'm just gonna give you? I wish that were the case. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Well, I guarantee... I've heard enough. That's it. I'm alerting security.
Hello.
This area's off limits? Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, okay. Fine, I'll issue you an act.
I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Did Dr. Lane let you in?
But if we lose
I don't think you're supposed to be.
SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career. I never should have taken this job. Hey, who let you in here? Fine. We're on a private contract with Infinity Ltd. It's for something they call Project Dominion. Dr. Lane and I were instructed to conduct human trials on several volunteers. So far, only one patient. Not everyone can afford neuroamp tech. When it comes to the possibility of getting one for free, they understood the risks. Whoa, let's not take it. When Infinity hired us, they said human trial. The days went by, and nothing. Every time we'd ask, it was always just days away, but we kept working.
Sean, what the hell is... You think we stood by and did nothing? We did everything we could. You've no idea how many hours we spent in surgery and how closely... This moment, Sean spoke the truth. We thought the approval would arrive any... By the time we started to catch on, it was already...
Doctors are supposed to act ethically. Approvals or not.
You really think that's possible? Oh, it's good to know you see it that way. The public would not be as kind.
Neither would our peers.
Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
And thanks. As much as I was ready to commit career suicide,
I never should have put my pride before the lives of others.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. And that's it.
You're out there a lot, right?
Are you sure you're okay?
Please refrain from engaging in any criminal activity. I am programmed for...
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one. So I've heard. Now I shall excuse myself and get...
So, what did you learn about CM? I knew something bad. Were there any Corporate culture may have it. Our moves are strategic, and the moment we justify the slaughter of our station on Carinae 3A and we had no reason to... Of course, we... Good. I may not condone murder, especially after massacring... Now, I also had a report. Our technicians are thorough, but they aren't that thorough. Your ship docking there simply caught their attention is all. But on the off... I figured it was related. The clinic serves all, but in most cases, the clinic is also the best choice for research. Not everyone. They're going to pay, all right. But if you have something to add to their list of criminal activity, I'll be happy to use whatever fuel you can provide. So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO. Infinity appears to be on an entirely... I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts... We'll determine the truth for ourselves once... But if you're right, I see no... Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trial, and with the Rothocyte secure... Not long, according to her. I believe it's just a matter... Aren't we all? Head up to the executive floor. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend.
I've got my eye on you.
They know how to make a client feel welcome here.
Don't wander into any restricted area.
Good. You're right on time. I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every...
So this clears Imogen of wrongdoing.
In due time. Yes. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we... For now, we lead...
I can understand the need for deception.
Imogen is a resource. In fact, she probably sees. My guess is she's lounging on a couch. It's a means to an end. Masako has tasked Ularu with. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate. Then we'll have to find another one. If I can't find hidden code on a single slate, I certainly deserve to be fired. Ularu is limited in what she can hide here. Good. Once Ularu... Now, let's attend a meeting.